Welcome, Aquarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your September general reading. I've laid out the spokes of the horoscope wheel. I will clarify with the African Tarot and finish off with an oracle card. Thank you all for your likes, subscribes, donations, comments. I am so appreciative of all the support that you give me and am deeply moved by just your love. So thank you for being there, and let's get started. Aquarius, with your overall energy for September, the Ace of Cups. The beautiful energy of flow is yours. You are feeling good about who you are. You are attending to your needs. You are seeing yourself more and more fully during this time. You are recognizing qualities that you never gave yourself credit for, or acknowledging, as you are now, that feeling good is a value to be pursued, to be cultivated. Being comfortable in your skin is something that is allowing you to relax at this high octane time on the planet. So this is a lovely card of a new opportunity, a new direction, a new source of creativity or inspiration, but you have a way of elevating your whole vision of how you feel about yourself and the service and the gifts that you bring to others, to the world. The 10th house is the Lover's card. So this is giving me an idea that you're making a choice here. You have an opportunity perhaps to pick a path that will allow you a long-term benefit, a sustained benefit. In fact, you're now practiced as you open up your heart to what opportunities serve your long-term interest. You are thoroughly moved away from short-term gratification because the consequences of that you've learned are not of use. But you also are seeing opportunities of all sorts, be they relationships, work, growth, as being able to discriminate, to recognize what serves you and your higher self. Your first house is the Hermit card. The Hermit card is very much, for me, resonates with Aquarian energy in general, because this card speaks to me about one's inner authority, the development of one's inner authority by the practice of going within, be that meditation and prayer, but more distinctly about asking, seeking answers from those that you respect as authorities, as teachers, as mentors, so that this process of being able to go within and consult your own experience, your own values, your own beliefs, is what you are modeling for others, and others are taking note. In many ways, your ability to do this is teaching others how they too can ground their own authority in their experience. In the 4th house, we have the King of Wands. So not only are you pulling in, but this is allowing you to really amplify this not only inner authority, but inner regality. I'm getting a strong sense of royalty, not in the sense of an elite, but in the sense of the wealth of your experience and the creativity with which you can lead others to new ideas, new growth, new opportunities to do things differently. In your 7th house, we have the King of Swords. 2 kings here. So you are also looking very carefully at the way in which you think about your relationships, your connections to people and to your goals, where you want to go. You are understanding that you have a powerful role in facilitating the communication among others, generating ideas, discussions, looking at and listening to the ideas of and versions of truth and inspirations that others bring. This is you learning to listen deeply, even as your own confidence about what is right for you, your own path, is actually growing, because this confidence, this maturity is allowing you to recognize and bow to the maturity and growth, the mastery of others, and to engage them in a discussion that doesn't have to have a foregone conclusion, but actually explores, opens up, explores a new wealth of ideas, new cultures, new histories, new lands, new ways of doing business. In your first house, the Hermit is clarified by the Four of Wands in the second house and the Strength card in the third house. You're definitely grounding yourself in a solid community of growth. You are even celebrating that. There may be an opportunity for you to recognize that your community, your loved ones, your domestic foundation has grown and stabilized in such a way that you are able to grow culturally and spiritually. This is you having gone through a lot of trials and tribulations to actually achieve this sense of groundedness, this sense of domestic and emotional equilibrium, this way in which your community has come together to create this and is celebrating this moment. This again speaks to emotional security and maturity, so that you are now recognizing that this wealth of flow of love is for your benefit first and foremost. This is helping you grow, and you've contributed to the growth and establishment of this community of support. In the fourth house, the King of Wands is clarified by the Page of Pentacles in the fifth house and the Six of Wands in the sixth house. You are being recognized, absolutely. We have two beautiful cards of reward, recognition, establishment, foundation, confidence. You are using this opportunity to start something again, to plan something, to explore, find out, or receive perhaps an offer that you are considering. This offer is towards wealth building, the creation of abundance, the creation of a practical tool, skill, or something that you are building from the ground up. And this is something you are contemplating among your peers, your team, as you're being recognized for how far you've come at this stage, for the battles, the trials you have overcome, the skills you have gained. So you are being rewarded by the recognition of your peers. And this, again, is something that stimulates and teaches your peers how a different way of being, a different way of grounding into your authority, who you are, and appreciating that, being appreciated for that. The King of Swords in the seventh house is being clarified by the Two of Pentacles in the eighth house and the Eight of Pentacles in the ninth house. Yeah, you're definitely making a choice. You're definitely at a place where you're recognizing the way you used to do things, the foundation, the resources you have been able to gather, and how that is leading to new opportunities, specifically new ways to do things, new opportunities to pursue. this is you having to make a decision about this. And you are working diligently at mastering what it is that you can do. You are working on something that is going to amplify your spiritual or your educational community. You are looking at your values. You are reworking the principles on which your business efforts are built. You are perfecting those. This may be you creating some kind of tools that will help others grow and learn. But you are elevating the quality, therefore the value of the services and products you create so that they are being distributed much more broadly. This represents an expansion for you. The Lovers in the 10th house is clarified by the 9 of Cups and the Queen of Wands in the 12th house. Aquarius, your natural house is the 11th house. The house of shared, our associations, our affiliations, those are political, humanitarian leanings and expression, experience of the larger global community. This is where you are finding your happiness at this time. This is really how and what you are built for. And that is, again, coming as a result of this powerful sense of confidence and clarity that you are gaining from your own passions. You are bringing so much passion that also is love and leadership to the efforts that you're making at this time. It is that ability to work passionately in connection with your own heart throughout the work that you're doing that is making you such a magnet, that is magnetizing opportunities towards you. You're very centered in the sense of your own authority, and this is what's taking you far. It's giving you contentment, satisfaction, no matter what the outcome is. The process is the product in this case. I'm going to finish you off with a botanical inspiration, and here I've pulled the daffodil. And the key words are rebirth and new beginning. Lao Tzu said, new beginnings are often disguised as painful endings. I'm going to leave it here, Aquarius. I thank you so much for all that you do to support me. Liking, subscribing, commenting, donating. Thank you so much. And until next time, Namaste.